So the last few hours have been really intense, a roller coaster of intense emotion. Um, Earlier today, I posted this video up here, which if you haven't watched, you can go see now. And I was gonna make a really in-depth video after this, talking about some of the things that were really entertaining that happened. Um, but it's also really late, and I'm really exhausted. But I did want to give an update to everybody. After posting that video, I got a lot of messages back. Your normal messages from like community members, but then I also got a lot of messages. I got a lot of really in-depth and convincing messages of people pretending to be Off-World, which I was gonna do an entire video about specifically because the amount of effort that they put in to pretending to be Off-World was the most amazing thing I have ever seen, and it was actually an experience. It was I'm not even actually I'm being genuine right now. There was a whole group of people pretending to be Off-World developers. It was really interesting. But anyways, um, I don't think I really want to make a video talking about all of that because this has all been like so emotionally exhausting, and I don't think anybody wants to have like a lighthearted video, um, explaining some of the things that happened that were funny. Sorry, guys, who I said that I was going to do that for. Um, but what happened since I've posted the video up there is because there was a whole bunch of people who were impostering Off-World. We actually did like a short live stream because one of the guys was actually pretty convincing, and one of my moderators was like, just fuck it, you're Blue Drake, just put up a stream for like 30 seconds, and if he says something stupid, then just shut it off. Just don't even title it OWI or anything. Just title it like something completely random. Worst case scenario, like 50 people see it. So we actually did that to out one of the guys that was like impersonating, and it was hilarious. But because of that, I actually messaged a bunch of OWI's developers, trying to confirm or deny if the different people who were contacting me were actually OWI or not. And what happened, and the reason I'm making this video, is because I actually did have a conversation, and the CEO of OWI actually reached out to me, um, Merlin, and after all the craziness with people like impersonating and stuff like that, we actually had a pretty great conversation, and I'm really happy that he did reach out to me. Which is really funny because the people who were like trying to troll me, ultimately, who were pretending to be OWI, ultimately triggered the actual conversation with OWI that like sorted out a bunch of things. Um, but I had a conversation with Merlin, and I was really happy about the things that he said. Um, and it made me really excited that there's still a couple people, even though I wasn't even sure if there were any, but there's still some people in that company that are trying to change that the dynamic of it. And I didn't record the conversation or anything like that because I wanted to show respect. Um, 'Cause, and he asked me to not. Um, but roughly the things that were discussed is that they recognize that it's a problem. They're actively working on fixing the problem of this kind of behavior and keeping people from acting this way both externally and internally. And he was also really nice, and he said a lot of nice things about the stuff that he appreciates, the stuff that I had done back when Squad had first started and everything, and it really meant a lot to me. It really did. Um, so I was gonna make a pretty like I was gonna make a video going in pretty in depth to some of the people that were like trolling me, trying to get me to like trying to freak me out. Because it was just they set up like a whole like separate convo with like fake lawyers that they brought in, and we had like an entire discussion, and I couldn't figure out if they were lying because they were also saying like, oh yeah, we're not gonna disclose like personal names because we don't want you to take like our personal names and like like disparage us, and I was like, well, that actually makes sense. Like that they would do. Oh my god. But the end result is that I actually did have a conversation with the people who run OWI, and it was a good one, and it made me pretty happy that that there's people there who are actually working against this and making it better. Um, I still don't know if I'm gonna play squad or postscriptum or anything like that. I'm probably not. I mean, because the people that like, I mean, obviously there's still a lot of uh confliction between my community and their community, and I don't think that's ever like. It's been 4 years of this, so like you don't just solve this in like a single Discord message. Um, but uh, but I'm happy I at least had the conversation and that somebody from OWI actually did reach out and that I actually, instead of them just either ignoring this or like trying to like attack me as much as some of the community members were trying to make it look like was happening. Um, instead of them doing that, well, I can't say all of them. And instead of, at least the CEO of doing that, he actually reached out and was reassuring and confronted the issue, which is all that like I really could ask for, honestly. Again, the squad community itself has a lot of this behavior that still makes the game, for me at least, like not fun. Like even now, like people have posted my video on like Reddit and just like it's just so, like it's funny how like they don't even stop shitting on me. Like they're shitting on like other YouTubers like that don't even have anything to do with it. Like hold up, where's I had this one funny comment. His early squad videos were fucking terrible. He didn't know how to play, and his response to everything was to scream nonsense orders. He is quite possibly worse than Karmakut. They were cut from the same shit-covered Milsim cloth. Like, why are you even attacking Karmakut? Like, this is just like the general behavior of squad. Like, they just attack people. Like even people that are just like have nothing. It's just I don't know. It's funny, but you see that's the thing. Like I'm more okay when the community's doing this, and I become considerably less okay with it when like the developers themselves are actually doing this. But since people from the OWI upper management have actually reached out and said that they recognize that this is a problem that they're working against, I'm happy that that happened. I'm happy that that was said. So I just wanted to make this update video. Um, I'm sorry that I didn't make like a really in-depth video about some of the interesting things that happened in terms of like the impersonation. I was hyping everybody up about that because it was so amazing. I'll probably still link like some of the like conversation chat logs and stuff like that that happened. Um, but yeah, besides that, just wanted to update everybody and thanks so much for everybody that supports us. Obviously, not everybody supports us. I mean, like the people saying that Karma Kut's cut from the same shit-covered Milsim cloth. But I don't really care about those people. You can't get everybody to support you, and would you even want to if they're like this? Which just sucks that that's the reality of the situation. But I enjoy our community of people who are like-minded and don't behave this way. At least not this way. I mean, I mean, we're retarded, like so that's a completely different thing. But yeah. All right. Okay. Take care, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Just wanted to make a quick update video. Thanks so much for Merlin for reaching out and reassuring me that there's actually things happening to uh stem these problems, and I'll talk to you guys in the future. All right, cheers.